mics. We were fucking. I was here at 6.
And the 4 cameras in the corner, they're all live now, and you're streaming live on YouTube. Kaotic Radio Live is the channel name.
Oh yeah, when the intro comes on, it's like,
all right. So just let you know, Gunner, those cameras.
Turn all the mics off. Not right now, but in a couple of minutes, I'll tell you to shut them down. So we got silence, right?
Okay, yeah. I just turned. Gunner's was up. I just turned it down.
Everyone's mic is. Everyone knows where to talk in the mics.
Side of the mic. Yeah.
Right where the arrow is. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
show them when they get here.
Yeah.
Are those two are the same?
Those two are the same. There's no arrows on them, but there's logos from the makers of the mics, and that's where the sweet spot is right above it. You know.
See, there's an arrow right there on this one too. Yeah, it's pointing right to the side. So
I got the AKG.
That's a sweet spot. Cool.
Yeah, they took off real quick to grab some beer, so we're gonna have to key them in when they should be back any second now. So we should be good.
We need to put a disclaimer when we send this shit out. There is no beer at Kaotic Radio. We drink it. We drink it ourselves.
Tequila, bitch.
It's a BYO.
And you're lucky I don't drink tequila because you leave that fucking bottle in there. You're lucky I don't drink that shit.
Dashi, I'm gonna take a fucking shot with you one of these fucking days. You know, I'm telling
One day,
you.
yeah. One day I'll do it.
One day. One day. No, I brought him some margarita because this is margarita Monday. So.
What's the sound level on that, right, Zig? What does the sound level look like on this?
It's a little on the hot side. Look there. That's better. Bring it down a little bit more, Dutch. Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Okay, so just only when I'm sitting there and I'm addressing you, then just get up on there and talk into the mic. Okay. Cool. Right. When Dutchie says 30 seconds all quiet, he really means 30 seconds.
Yeah, because I'm not going to come in and see all these mics on the couch are linked into that, so we're just as long as we're quiet, we're good.
I'm sorry, Dutchie.
I said I'm not going to turn their mics off because they're all linked to this board against the wall.
Okay.
Right, and we've already got the levels set. Have they checked their levels real quick on the couch? Just talking to the have them talk. Have them talking to the mics. They should be set.
Diesel. Yeah. Just talking to the mic real quick.
Hello.
Okay,
that's good. Yeah.
You guys should have
and the other one
right there.
Yeah. And the other one is good.
I'm just
talk into your mic.
Hello.
Yeah, we're good.
Perfect.
We're
good. Excellent.
So you got just under 2 minutes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Tell you when it's all quiet. It'll be 30 seconds.
I'm just getting some practice.
We're actually on YouTube now. Yeah, we're streaming on YouTube, but that's fine. But it's like when they say 30 seconds all quiet, just
cool. So you don't move, don't touch things, don't jingle things, and it bleeds through.
Dallas, your beer's on the ground. Oh. This will be done.
Damn.
You got it just in time.
There's 6 people in line at the AMPM. I don't fucking know.
There was 0 people.
2 people tried to hit us though.
Oh. Yeah.
They started driving towards us. I was already moving.
Nice.
Why does it always? Tell me when to kill my phone.
All right, 30 seconds.
Kaoticradio.com is a 24/7 internet radio station.
Oh, very clever.
Find us at www.kaoticradio.com and click listen now. Search for Kaotic Radio and enjoy.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey of crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone.
That's right, you are in the Zig Zone. It is that time. The time you've been waiting for. And obviously, if you guys are tuning in right now to Facebook Live, you already seen the video that I spilt my first shot of tequila. I mean, really? The hell? That is complete alcohol abuse.
That is you.
I should be punished for that. Is there 50 lashings?
50 lashings.
I might like it.
Okay, hold on.
In fact, I think I will. Delivered by the right person. But let me see. We got a lot of people chiming in right now. They're cooking it up. Nope. The mail lady's not in yet. I've seen. So as soon as the mail lady hits, I'll hit the button. But yeah, welcome to the Zig Zone. The music that you heard coming in, and I do encourage all you that are on Facebook, make sure you open up another window. Go to chaoticradio.com so that way you can hear the music that's being played tonight. Or you can go onto YouTube, Kaotic Radio Live, and you can hear it there also. Then you get to view and you can see all the, the ugly faces, but yet the one pretty woman that's in the house tonight. Okay. Yeah, I called you ugly, guys. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
But I call me ugly, too.
We're fine with it, dude. We're not here because we look good.
If you said pretty, then I'd kind of worry about you.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I consider myself more sexy than pretty, though.
Oh, there you go. Hey, as long as you get it done, right?
I agree with that sentiment.
So we do have.
I think he's more pretty.
Solid.
See, that's for JJ. See, only with JJ.
How y'all doing?
When a guy named JJ says you're pretty, you know it's okay.
That can't be bad, right?
But we got shots. We got shots all chimed up here. So everyone knows my ugly face. So I'm going to go. I'm going to switch the camera mode here. So there's Feathers. Hi, Feathers.
Hello.
All right. So let me see. Let me get my shot here, and then got the bands in the back. Hey, up. There's my shot right in my Reaper glass. Of course, we got Scott McLaughlin in the house.
The important part is it's still in the glass.
My infamous co-host, JJ, the Great White Vagina himself. So anyways, cheers, guys. Cheers. All right. Cheers. Let's do this. Okay. Now, here. See, JJ. You fucked up because I just took my shot and all there was a little drop from the previous shot that was in there before. So I really got like fucking a drop of tequila in air.
Let me see that for a second.
This fucking guy, really?
Man.
Really? JJ? You poured everybody?
I thought you had one because you grabbed it. I was just like passing them out.
Jesus. No, I'm good. No, fuck it. I'm mad now. I'm all butt hurt. So I don't want one. We'll take one a little bit later. I already took 2, so I'm good to go.
And spilled one.
Nice.
And and of course in the back, thank you very much for the Dutch Meister. That's the Captain Wenka is in the house.
Hey, Dodgy.
And tonight is actual Dutchie's, Jim and Margarita Monday.
Acapulco every fucking Monday. $2 margaritas. Fuck you.
Fucking A.
So I blew you off. I went, fuck you and your engineering. I'm going to be at fucking Acapulco every Monday. So God bless him. He's like, you going to help me out tonight? Yeah, and he brings margarita mix with him. All ready to go.
Ready to go. All you got to do is put ice in your glass, Bubba.
I think I might have to go fucking make one in a minute.
You're going to have to, man. And
yeah, appreciate it, man.
I drink that shit myself, Dutchie, man. I'm telling you, that is the bomb shit.
What's the best tequila?
I'm not a big blender. Where you had the blended ice, the crushed ice kind of thing. I like it on the rocks. I mean, how do you like your margarita? Is it on the rocks or you like it all blended?
Usually Cadillac. Just straight on the rocks.
Dude. Yeah. See, that's a white guy that fucking drinks like a Mexican, right there.
How do you know he's white? There's a lot of white.
I'm pretty fucking white.
What am I?
He looks pretty goddamn white to me, man.
But I live in SoCal, so mi español es más o menos.
That'd be a goddamn good disguise.
Oh my god, that's too fucking funny, man. So we got Gunner, and then in the back we have Octopus. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Octopus. We have
I changed dramatically.
Right. We have Stone. And we have
Chris,
Diesel.
Right?
That is correct.
Diesel, right? All right, very good.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to focus. I'm sitting here, I'm doing this fucking thing, man. And these lights, I swear to God, it fucks up my eyes. Every single time.
You're wearing sunglasses.
Yeah,
too,
take the fucking sunglasses off.
Yeah, fuck off.
They have some lights in the studio now.
Hey, we got them. You know why I got them in there?
I like the Daredevil.
Because I know those disco lights affect epileptic people. So we put them on and we see who's going to go off first.
I won't be the first one to drop. I know my son would. Then, of course, we have
my son would.
The beautiful Feathers.
Hello.
Who's the lead singer. So we got guitars, we have keyboard, we got drums, and we have lead vocals. So my first deal is when I wasn't even expecting to see you guys, because we went to Santa Ana and we were there to support Black Guitar Eulogy. And so we're kicking back, and then the whole place went dark. I mean, like it was like like in a movie theater when the movie's ready to go on, it just all the lights get turned off. And I'm going, oh shit, oh okay, we got a little mood lighting going on. My girl, I wish my girl was there. The JJ was there. I think I had my hand on.
Close enough. Not quite the same thing.
Close enough.
He's not your girl.
Hey,
All right, now we know.
We're like, hey, let's go up to the front of the stage. It's like we knew right away too.
And
as soon as we heard it come on.
And then we seen these lights lit up, and your dancer's not here. I wish she was.
Yeah.
But it was once the music started. Me being 50, it was kind of like a huge throwback. You don't see bands like Old Blood today. You really don't. I think you guys have a really bitchin' niche. Because it mesmerized me right away. And I'm sitting next to JJ, and I'm like going, fuck, this is fucking awesome, man. By the second tune, I'm like going, this is bitching. And you guys had, I noticed that you guys had a few different females that, do the dancing in front. But what it is that they use lighted hula hoops and what's that, the strings or something like that?
Well, that's a pixel whip. There's that whip that was
Yes.
recently used. That's a pixel whip.
Okay.
I have wings. They light up. We've had people come on with like fans and ribbons and staffs. Like it just, whatever they use, well, they just come and play with them.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
It adds a great ambiance to, I think, to the whole, because you guys are considered, when I looked you guys up, I'm doing a lot of research on you. You guys consider yourself acid rock. I mean, I haven't heard acid rock. I mean, since I was like 11 years old. What was it? What was it that guided you guys? Hey, let's do this. I mean, because you're not as old as I am.
Yeah.
You're not. You don't have to divulge your age. I mean, Feathers is probably like 20. But where did this whole sound come about? What drove you guys to come up with this acid old school sound?
Yeah, I think we're all like kind of old souls in a way. That really helps.
When Octopus and I started writing riffs back in the day, and then Diesel rolled up, we were kind of talking about what bands we liked and what we played, and how we jammed ended up coming out the way that it sounded. And that was just how it kind of popped out. It was fuzzy, kind of old school Black Sabbath-y, but psychedelic kind of. And so, I mean, how often do you hear that acid rock? You never hear somebody say that, and it's a style that just you don't hear as much as we would like, especially not here in California. Right. There are some bands, Midwest and whatnot across the nation that we've played with when we went on tour this last year that are, kind of in that same kind of fuzzy, groovy kind of vibe where it's heavy, but it's chilled out, it's not punching you in the face. And it just kind of evolved into that, and once we found Feathers and she auditioned and that was the voice and like, done, right there, just on the spot, you're the voice of the band. And it just clicked from there.
Nice.
It's very moody, and which like what you said, Gunnar, is because it's California. So California is like a trendy kind of thing. So whatever's new is going to be the popular thing. But you guys had a great response, when we were there. So obviously there's people that dig that old school kind of vibe. I don't know if it's maybe they're either like tired of so much of the new shit, or they're just actually just like going, hey, fuck, let me. As your guys' song says, how far down the rabbit hole can we go, right?
Yeah. I also feel like people that appreciate good music are gonna really, gravitate towards us just because, I mean, if you like good music, you're gonna watch good music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like you guys are.
It's what happened.
You guys dug it because you guys haven't seen that in a while. With all the other bands that are playing these days.
Yeah, because you can go to any venue and repeatedly see, there'll be like 5 bands and they're going to be basically in the same genre, right?
Yeah.
What did I say last time? Genre, and then you guys gave me a fucking hard
genre. Genre.
You fuck. I said genre. These guys about blew a goddamn
Is it a
gas.
generator? What are you trying to start here?
Genre. What's the fucking genre?
Let's start the old genre.
I like this genre of music.
Are you going to wind it up? Like you team
We'll get that power going in no time.
But
showing his age.
But you can go to, like, we were just at MTL, me and JJ. We're at MTL.
Nice.
Yeah.
We were there because it was the Vans Warped Tour semifinals.
Yeah, they just did that.
Yeah, my cousins, my little cousins are from Dianthus.
Nice.
And and then you had the Mendenhall experiment, but I couldn't. I had to work the next day. Dude, and I had to get up early, so I couldn't stick around. Fortunately, Dianthus went on at 7:30. Don't even go there, because I know he's going to sit there.
Yeah.
Here's what Scott's going to say. Oh, well, you go and see your Dianthus, but you didn't come and see me.
No. I wasn't
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
that.
Oh, you weren't. Okay,
No.
very good.
I was. I saw the Mendenhall post, and I guess they originally won and handed it off to the other band.
Ooh.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Why would
it might have been a conflict of their dates on their tour. Who knows?
Well, because Mendenhall,
They could have been there
very
just
busy guys.
They could have been there just for the what the hell is the word? Yeah, say I hit
Fun?
the brick wall. no fun, but the promotion.
Right. Okay, I get that.
But yeah, no, that's what I saw on their the post that they said yeah, we won, but we handed it off. I'm like, Well, damn, why'd you hand it off?
Well, that's pretty, because the Vans Warped Tour is not no joke. I mean,
and that's. But who did win?
Could have been one of those pageant moments where they thought they had one person, they tallied it up, and it's like, oh shit, it's this band, you know? We saw that happen at a show that we played a while back.
It's some band, but Dark Forces or something like that. I think.
Was that the second band that played?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I sure as hell hope it was.
I was
going to
be there, but I couldn't.
Because
their drummer was part mammoth. Just saying.
Yeah. It was funny because we were sitting there, we're having a few beers. I'm going, hey, that drummer needs to put a shirt on. I was like, oh no, he had several fat rolls going, and I'm like, oh wow, and he was sweaty, and I'm like, going, wow, yeah, but no, put a shirt on, dude. I'm smart enough to wear a shirt.
I like that level of not giving
a fuck without a shirt on, dude. The only time I walk around with a shirt on is at my house. I know my limitations. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not as in shape as Dutchie. You know, Dutchie's in really good shape. Dutchie goes to the gym.
Turn your shit up. Turn your shit up. Yeah.
But you know, I know my limitations. But this guy, he was kind of like Jabba the Hutt.
Oh damn!
I mean, you know,
but hairier,
yeah, a little hairier.
Was that movie where they had 10,000 drummers?
10,000 drummers.
No.
It was probably one of a JJ's.
No, the one with
Venice Beach drum fucking circles.
The one with Lenny from fucking Laverne and Shirley. The one where he was a musician and they did the fucking album.
I got no idea.
Are you fucking serious?
I want to look this up.
Well, besides that, let's get back to I think we fucking made a little bit.
Are you serious?
We made a left-hand turn, and now we're not going back. We're on a different fucking path.
That shit was funny.
We're not talking about Laverne and Shirley.
But anyways, back to answer my question.
He's like this dude with like greased back hair and shit.
Hold up. I was a Happy Days guy myself.
Or some shit. I don't know.
So we you know we go to MTL.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, Spinal Tap.
Jesus Christ. You don't know Spinal Tap?
They didn't have 10,000 drummers in Spinal Tap.
No, they
just all died.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I was exaggerating, you fuck.
He exploded on stage. Left a small globule on the drum kit.
But these go up to 11.
These amps go to 11.
That was my point.
But like Disha was saying, you know, I mean, we went to MTL, and outside of my cousins, who are they're a little different. All the other bands that you pretty much got the same show. You know, it was, you know. But when it comes to Old Blood, I even put it on my post when I did the post today on Facebook. I says, this is completely beyond what if you haven't, even if you listen to your CD, you know, if you listen to your album, you wouldn't even. I really don't think that someone actually really get the effect of Old Blood until they seen you live. I mean, for reals.
But we have the album
because that was we do have the album. We're going to be playing some songs from it. But I think it. You know, I think if you listen to it when you go see you live, it's going to add that much more to it. You know,
it's exactly like he was saying about how people like gravitate in. That night that we saw him, there was actually two surges. Right when they started, everybody that was in the place went up front. And then everybody outside started here, and they're like, "Hey, let's go inside."
Yeah, it was. It was. And so
people chose to listen to you over eating tacos.
You know,
boom.
You know what it comes down to
Those tacos
is
are good.
They were good.
In this day and age, especially, if people are going to show up to a venue, to a bar, whatever it may be, and they're going to take their time to get out there. They're going to spend their money to get in, and they're going to see a band. They want some kind of entertainment. It's half-assed, in my opinion, to get up on a stage and just play your songs with the house lighting, play your songs competently, fine, whatever it may be, and walk off and expect that that's going to have an impact on people, realistically, because we're exposed to everything. We see everything, you know? And we make it a point, whether it's a small show, local bar, whatever it may be, we always make sure that we bring as much as we can, whether it's lighting, we have, you know, dancers that we bring out to the shows. We try and involve everything. Because if you're going to pay money, man, get your money's worth out of it. And that's our goal, is to provide that. We never want to just go up on that stage and just say, all right, hit the house lights, let's play our songs and walk off and call it a day.
We're also like an experience, like an experience itself to see us. We kind of have a story behind it. And I think just to change it up for our sake, just to keep us interested in playing and showing up, and we practice every week to show up and do it. And, you know, I think it's also something to spill our guts out in a way on stage. I certainly do that. I think everyone else does because it's like kind of the music.
Yep.
But I think people also like to watch that happen. So if we're in the groove and we're hitting, you know, we have a good show and we're getting a good vibe, like it's just as enjoyable for us as it is for everyone
and
that's
also,
watching.
It's. I feel like personally, for a long time, there's been something missing in live music. And, you know, some people can go spend their money on so many things nowadays. People have so many different distractions, and it's hard to get people to come out to a live show sometimes. You might as well just blow them away. You know, you got to do something that's different. You got to do something that just makes people think of you like the next day, something that just gravitates them towards you.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree, because that's one of the things that, I mean, any singer can go up. I'm going to go to you, Feathers, and because one of the things is your performance live is very captivating. And that's one of the things that has lacked, you know, throughout, you know, the generation, you know, the years of music, is the actual showmanship. You know, like David Lee Roth, for instance, was a very good showman. He got out there, he was jumping, he was leaping, he had his swords, and there was a show. When Feathers is singing, you know, you're doing this very old school. I mean, you're actually dancing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not you're not just up there singing. Anybody can go up there and sing. You have a great voice, a very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
But you have this like really like tripped out persona that you push forward when you're performing. Yeah. And where did that come from? I mean, that's not your era. I'm telling you, I can tell right now you are young. So how did this come about?
I don't know. I mean, those, like you said, it's just like this emotion that comes out. I mean, that's emotions, anyone can relate to that. And I think I hear it in old music and I hear it in our music today. And I think it's like, that's what I'm trying to flow through. That's what I'm vibing. And I wanted to move with our music, but ours is really groovy. It's not like, not always, it's not really mosh heavy all the time. There's moments, but, I don't know. I that's the way I move. And it's also the easiest way to sing while moving, to do kind of like contorted, small but effective postures, and it looks creepy. Once we added a lot of the band aesthetics are really a group effort. You know, like I started doing this weird dancing, so Gunnar built this riser I always stand on to have a light because I was sometimes just in the dark. Because we have a lot of people and a lot of gear. So he built that, and then lights came in, and we've just had help with, like, you had projections at one point. We did a bunch of stuff, like trial and error. You know, it's always kind of morphing.
Nice.
So, and I think just what it is today, you know, before, I think I was wearing, like, sweatshirts on stage, you know? Like, I was like, I don't know, my hair was super short. Like, it's just evolved, and, like, we've evolved, too. And I think our music... You know, from the first one we ever wrote was Flesh. And then the last one, I don't know, what was the later one off the first album?
Well, the last thing off the newest album was Some Songs. But, I mean, even the stuff that we're writing now, we're in the process of working on the second album, writing it. And it's got that same heavy kind of groove and vibe, but it's a little bit broader. You know, even brought some more influences, a lot of old school kind of stuff into it. And you'll see kind of a growth in that style too. It's not just a repeat of the first record, but you'll see still that stage show, that vibe, that almost cabaret kind of jazz vibe brought into it as well. You know, that's something that we like bringing into everything, whether it's the music, whether the live show, or whatever it may be.
Go ahead, Scott. What are you're back there? You're live on FB.
He's need a beer.
Oh,
yeah, he's about halfway through.
Yeah, I'm good.
There, I did my part too.
Fucking A, you know, you got to love it, man. When your fucking co-host is going to take over and grow tits and be a bartender. All
All right, I think we need to listen to a song. We came in with Glow Plug. That's one of my favorite songs,
Nice.
on your guys' album. So let's go ahead and let's listen to Glow Plug from Old Blood, and we'll be right back at you. Stick around. Make sure that you are on YouTube, Kaotic Radio Live. Or if you are go on to chaoticradio.com, remember, open up the other window. Otherwise, if you're on Facebook Live with me right now, you're not going to hear it. All you're going to see is this ugly fucking face. All right. So make sure that you tune in to those and listen on in, because I'm telling you, you're going to fucking love it.
let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. I see the oil poured on the road, dripping and slipping inside of my throat. Yeah, I was told that I have no control. Well, let's see how deep my rabbit hole goes. I see the blood poured on the road, growing and flowing inside of my soul. Yeah.
All right, there you go. That is Old Blood. I'm telling you, that's and your guys' song. What? That's still Old Blood. Pause it. Oh, stop. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Fuck. Zig doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, man. He's fucking been here almost fucking 4 goddamn years, man.
Yep.
And I still manage to fuck shit up. I blame it on the tequila.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm Mexican, man. We're very good at blaming things.
It wasn't me,
fucking else. It's Trump's fault.
Oh,
there you go.
Yes, it was.
And actually, you know what? Oh shit! JJ actually put some fucking tequila in my shot glass this
are we
time.
gonna do these?
Then
Or
he
what?
was so
ours like 5
goddamn
minutes ago.
impatient. He's like fucking sitting there. Oh, I want to take a shot. We're in a conversation, so it's me and Scott.
All right. See.
Cheers, brother. Ah, I love tequila.
It's good shit.
That is good shit.
You tell the difference.
And the thing is, if you drink good tequila,
it's much better.
You don't have that.
That's because you
next morning bullshit.
What do you want?
Because you can fuck yourself up. You drink shitty tequila. Let me see. I'm going to save myself $5. $5. You save yourself $5, man. You're going to gain a fucking $500 goddamn headache. I can guarantee it.
No, I like the taste of the silver way better though.
Really?
Yeah, the silver's. Yeah, I like.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a silver. I'm a fucking silver guy.
That guy.
Because I got silver hairs on my chin.
It's
chin.
Way better.
You fucking coconut.
It's a coconut.
You know, hey. Oh, but just want to let you know, Tiff.
Oh shit.
Jim chimed in.
We got a caller. It's probably Tiff.
We
well, God.
we have a caller. Let me make sure I get the right fucking mouse. I got like 5 fucking mouses going on here. Fuck it, Dutchie.
Do your thing.
So let me figure out which one is. No, that's not it.
Oh,
nope,
Jesus.
nope. He's like, fuck it, I'll patch it through.
Oh, he's already going to patch it through. So, caller, you're live on the Zig Zone. Caller. Caller.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
It's Paige. How are you?
Doing good. Your name was again?
My name is Paige.
Paige, how are you, Paige?
I'm good. I've got someone on the phone to talk to you. Is this Zig?
This is Zig, Paige. Now, before you patch that person on the phone,
Yes.
I'm gonna give everybody else a heads up. The Paige is the girlfriend of a fellow instructor of mine that I've taught the motorcycle training course for many years. I think 12 years, maybe 14 years. It's a good.
No.
Oh, look, he hears me in the fucking background. But one of the things is that Matt is been he's my brother from another mother, and today is his birthday.
Nice.
Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday.
He's 90 years old.
90.
And
are you serious, or are you just fucking around?
I'm just fucking.
Because we just did the Stu's 100th birthday thing.
No.
Okay,
He's not 90 years old. I'm not even going to make him divulge his age. But
I'll be more than happy to talk about how old I am.
You can't be older than Zig.
But you know what? One of the things I am, because we on the biker alley we talk about because as motorcycle safety instructors, and we try to talk about motorcycle safety and to survive. And this is one of my fellow instructors that had gotten taken out because we talk about people's awareness. When you're driving your car, stop being distracted. Stop taking stupid asinine moves. And I'm glad that my brother Matt is still alive today. He was taken out on the 91 freeway, and I'm telling you, man, you never leave my mind, anyways, brother. But ever since that, you've always, every single day, I can't wake up in the morning and not think about you, bro.
Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing, Zig. I wish I could give a more awareness thing about what you can do to avoid like what happened to me. But unfortunately, from the time I locked the gate in Palm Springs, and for that full hour's ride until I got to Tyler on the 91, I was right on there somewhere. I don't remember any of it, and I don't remember anything for the 2.5 days. So I came out of the coma. So I have no actual recollection of impacting the guy. So that
But you're still here.
Oh yeah, and
you're still here.
I shouldn't be. I mean, people that were at the accident scene, the people at the hospital, the guys that have professionally come in. 2 different CHP guys have talked to me, saying with that impact at that speed, we pick up body parts, and instead it was like I'm whole. There's still stuff that's broken that's getting fixed, but. Yeah, it was a trip.
Well, you know what? Have you been listening to the show?
No. Matter of fact, this is a full surprise. This is all part of Paige's, my girlfriend's surprise. Day.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay. Because she did text me. She texted me last week. I know that you were having your birthday. Birthday party. She texted me, hey, we're having Matt's birthday party. And I text her back and says, you know what? I have my radio show, and so I can't make it because I have this awesome band on right now. But you know what? Let's make it to where you can call in. So what I want you to do is once we get off the phone, so that way it doesn't interrupt with you being online and then on your phone. I need you to listen to this band, dude. I mean, this band is definitely up your alley because you know what? You're as old as I am.
Hey, listen, man. The birthday party, the celebration was for my 60th, which is not right because that's like an old dude. But the one that really freaked me out, and I was telling the guys earlier, was because of all the broken bones and having to be in the hospital, all the stuff that's gone down in the last 70 days. It's like I jump started to 80. You know, it's like I was in a wheelchair and I had crutches and I had to shit in a shitter. You know, like I had to have a catheter bag. I mean, I was like 80 years old for a while now.
Yeah,
you know?
you were pretty fucked up, dude. That's why I'm so blessed that you're still here.
Yeah, it is remarkable. You know, the fact is that I'm a lot better. Like I'm probably 75% back. I'm walking with a limp, but I'm definitely up and moving and, you know, doing the thing that I need to do. You know, one of the presents Paige gave me early was a cane. And that sounds like an awful birthday present, you know? But guess what? It was not crutches and it was not a wheelchair. And, I'm improving every day. So, you know, the fact is I'm going to be, back doing what I love to do, which is riding and teaching about it and enjoying the God-given stuff that we've been given pretty quickly. I'm guessing within the next couple months.
Awesome, man. It's going to be good to see you back on the range, brother. So what I want you to do, man, we're going to make this your birthday show. So I want you to listen. To this music that we're going to be playing from Old Blood. And I'm telling you, dude, you're going to thank me for having you tune in. But you know what, dude? I love you, man, with all my heart, dude. I miss you. That's why I've been sending you when I'm on the range. I take pictures of the range and I send it to you. And it's not that.
You guys don't understand what that's like when you get a text from Zig and it's got all the students lined up going, "Hey Matt, we're all missing you." I was like, "What the fuck, Zig? What you doing?"
It's not the same without you on the range, dude. But go ahead and flip that laptop open, dude. Go on.
I'll get out of cup right now, man, and listen in. That's awesome stuff.
Okay,
thanks, bro.
Very good, because you know what, dude? You're going to love this band, dude. I'm telling you, man, Old Blood. And I tell you what, next time that once you're all healed up, dude, we're going to meet up because it's halfway point between you and me. And the next time you guys play Santa Ana, we'll meet up and then we'll fucking watch this band, dude. And I know you don't drink, but I'm going to buy you a soda.
Whatever's non-alcoholic, I'm good.
All right, brother. Hey, I love you, man.
I love you too, Zig. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, and I'm going to go tune in.
All right.
Zig.
All right. Love you too, Paige. Be good, guys. I love you.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. Good on you, man.
All right. That is so awesome. It's great to hear from my boy. It's being a motorcyclist for do you guys any of you ride?
Nope.
No?
I wish I did.
No.
Okay.
He's meant to be with us still, because what he's going to talk about is going to save a lot of people.
Truth. So, but now so anyways, happy birthday, Matt. Let's go back to the band in there. Yeah, fuck it, man. I had a question. I swear to God, I just hit a brick wall again. So why don't you guys help me out here?
What kind of
why
hands
do
you
I
play?
why do I have
I want to know
why
like,
do
what
I
your
have
sound
two
is on the
fucking
guitar.
co-hosts
I didn't
in
know
this
this was
goddamn
like
place?
now.
Why do I have two co-hosts inside here and they don't fucking ask goddamn questions?
I just did.
If I hit a brick wall, they should be like going, "I got one. I got this."
We want to hear about the
No,
guitar
we want to
player
see.
setup.
We
Fucking
want to see you
guys.
fuck up. That's half of the hilarity.
I want to hear like what kind of amps, what kind of preamps, what kind of everything.
We're
No,
doing
okay,
a gear horse session
yeah.
right now, right?
Here it was. Here it was.
Oh, no.
Now it was. I'm going to diesel.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're a drummer. You're a drummer, brother. And so we're one, you're a drummer, and two, you're probably fucking like 130 pounds wet. And a diesel is like a
I
big
wouldn't
ass
say that,
truck.
Yeah.
But so where did diesel come from?
Well, actually,
Because you have a lot of keys.
yeah, that too. that too probably. But
It's like an instrument.
Gunner
on
gave
Diesel
it to
Trail.
me back when we first started. It takes me a little bit to warm up, and just like a diesel engine. So he called me that the first time, and it's stuck ever since. So,
Well, I mean, your music's not that aggressive. So what? I mean,
I'm a lazy fuck, so it takes me a while.
We're all lazy
Takes me a
fucks around
while
here.
to
Would
get
marijuana
ready
have
to go.
anything to do with that?
No, actually, I'm the only one that doesn't smoke.
Oh, real? Okay.
He's the laziest one.
Okay.
So now, since you're you're a guest of drummers, how old are you? I'm gonna make you say your fucking age.
24.
I was gonna say like in in between 20 to 25.
Okay, so now
I'm right there.
Now here's my thing, because I was going to say somewhere in their 20s.
Okay.
Where did you like come up and like, okay, well, I'm just going to be a relaxed drummer. I'm just going to play this like slow school, acid style. That's what you guys call acid rock. But because I mean, you someone your age would more likely someone that's your age would be something playing more aggressive. You know what I mean? Oh, let me get this double bass going. Let me do a lot of toms. We have this when we get drummers on. We look at me. You're not. You're a drummer that actually carries the band.
Yeah.
You do a very good job of just keeping your rhythm and making sure that the entire show is absorbed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like if you're taking away from Kate what Kate's doing as a band, then it's kind of it's counterintuitive, I guess. But I feel like the drums as an instrument, same with like keys and guitar and bass, we all have our parts and we don't like overshadow everybody else, So it's definitely a team sport to make it all work.
But outside of just you being in this band, I mean, have you always been this type of drummer where you just want to be laid back? You want to just
No.
Okay, so what did you play before?
Well, it was kind of similar style of music. I've always liked older music. I grew up listening to Zeppelin, a lot of metal, Metallica, Tool, all those bands. So I don't know. I got into Pink Floyd around like 15, and it kind of stuck with me. Nick Mason has been a big part of my like drumming career.
Great percussionist, yes.
And he's very behind the band, doing his thing and not stepping on toes or anything like that. So I appreciate that, and I took that to heart, and that's what I'm doing.
That's interesting, because especially as someone of your age, because now it's like, because there's so much. It seems like there's a competition between drummers. Who can be the most impressive drummer when they lay the tracks?
I don't agree with that.
Okay, but why? But I mean, if you think about that. I'm not talking about you.
That's your opinion, though.
Look.
He wasn't saying
look
you
at a lot
do
of the
that.
music. Listen to a lot of the music that's going on nowadays. The drummers have got. They're
Scott
trying to
is one of
create
those drummers that
shit.
steps on a lot of people's toes, isn't he?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, I emphasize a lot, and that's just me. That's my.
But there's
style.
no problem with that.
Yeah, but you playing outside of Day Zero. Most of your live shows are with Mr. Crowley, so you're actually playing something that's already set.
Yes. And
even
no.
though you still even though you still add your own flavor to it, which which is great, but you're not overdoing it, right?
No. I mean, I take from several different drummers that have over the years and try to make my own style out of what those drummers have done and replicate it in the best way. So.
Yeah, so now we go to an original band drummer, and like I said, the competition. It seems like the drummers want to impress people. They really do. Me being a percussionist myself, I don't give a fuck. If you don't like the way I play, I can really give a rat's ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't try to play to impress. And which is one of the things that lacks in a lot of bands, original bands.
Yeah.
I'm not saying tribute bands. I'm saying a lot of original bands. The drummer's out there really, really just like trying to do his best to make himself stand out. And that was really what really caught me on you is you didn't whatsoever. You actually made the band better.
Well, thank you, man. I've never heard that much of a compliment before. But I mean, I do respect drummers that go out and like make like, do crazy fills or just on the verse, like the drums are insane. I appreciate that, but I feel like in this band, being over flashy is kind of in the way, I don't know. 'Cause a lot of it is what the guitar is doing, or what the vocals are doing, or what the keys are doing, or what the bass is doing. Occasionally, when what the drums are doing. So I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess.
Sometimes showing restraint when you actually do go flashy really highlights you in a way that, other bands don't, I guess,
True.
Okay, so now let's Stone. So not many bands have keyboards anymore. I mean, if you think about it, there's not many bands that have keyboards unless you're like a progressive band.
Ozzy had keyboards.
That's true.
Thank you.
Well, that's fucking old school.
Well, in the 80s, he
I'm
did.
talking about
those keys fucking
I
rules.
said,
Suck it.
See? See, this is what happens. See, they don't fucking listen to me when I said now. I said the word now. What does
You said
now mean?
old school.
I said now. I said nowadays you don't see. Go ahead and listen to the goddamn fucking show a little bit later, Scott.
I will.
Fucking guy. So now keyboards. I mean, that you don't see a lot of bands have keyboards. Right. Unless it's a fucking Ozzy tribute band. So
Hey, no, I'm not.
Dude, I've
It's an
seen
Ozzy
Mr. Crowley
tribute
like
band,
10 years
asshole.
ago, and I love him.
No, it's a great band.
It's no, but that's not all I'm about. I mean,
I
I've got
didn't
a
say
original
that.
band myself.
I know
and,
that.
and we're kind of like that genre of fucking 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin. So
Typo Negative had keyboards.
no,
But
we don't have-
And Typo
we don't have
Negative
keyboards.
fucking rules, dude.
Oh my god, this
Can of
guy.
worms right now with Typo Negative.
Yeah, you,
See-
you touched a nerve.
That's where I'm gonna have to agree with you, Gunner. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, dude.
First he says agree, then he
Yeah,
says
go
disagree.
ahead, flip me off again. Okay, very good. All right.
Did you get that shot?
He's got about 5 seconds
He
to go
doesn't have
for
to
your
burn the
ass.
calories, dude.
Here, do you want me to show you how it works?
Yeah.
Battery dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Give me a.
We need a new battery again.
Trying
Oh,
so
boy.
hard.
This is a dramatic
There we go.
letdown right now, dude.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, he started it over again.
The fingers wagging.
He's wiggling
So-
that thing.
I'm Typo Negative. Just never fucking really.
Somebody
wasn't
turned it
one
into a
like,
vibrator.
oh my god, dude. let me slit my wrist and fucking lay in the bathtub. I just don't know. Same thing with it's the same thing with fucking Scott.
What?
Go ahead, slitting his wrist.
What is it?
That's
What
not
is it?
not a thing with me.
System of Down.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, you got
What's wrong with that,
Hey,
band?
maybe
System of
Grandma
Down
should put on a
sucks
little
donkey
makeup.
dick.
I'm just
Oh my
saying.
God.
Imagine a big,
What are you talking about?
huge
what are
huge
you
fucking
even talking
donkey
about?
dick, right?
Oh my god!
And
One of the
the
most
face.
original,
That's
innovative metal
system
bands of
of
the
Down.
last 20 years.
We're all getting really pissed here.
And that's only because
Bring it down, guys.
It's Zig.
Bring it down.
You're touching nerves, man.
There's only one thing. It's because you can't play it.
Fuck, I don't want to fucking play it. That's the whole fucking thing.
Well, let's do it. Let's
So,
do a little drum clinic.
anyways.
Get the fucking drum
That'd be fun.
set back in
Anyways.
here, and we'll try. And
Yeah.
I'll show you how it's done.
This fucking guy. All right. So, anyways, outside of that, so now back to my question.
Now
that you're the asshole.
Oh, see, we got 2-minute fucking warning sign. Just really quick. So,
talk fast.
as far as like keyboards, like I said, you don't see much of keyboards nowadays, and I mean, when you decided to do keyboards, was it like, okay, well, this is what I've been playing, or hey, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to this, and a band's gonna fucking bring me on.
Well, honestly, I didn't start out with keyboards, but it's something that I, ended up taking on. But it was never like a main instrument for mine up until this band. And that's when I really started taking keyboard playing seriously, more than just like using a piano to write melodies and my own spare music. But I mean, I agree with you. There's no bands, or especially any heavy bands, that have like keyboards. And if they do, I mean, in my opinion, they sound a little cheesy. You can argue that with our music, but I think there's something, again, going back to the old school kind of flavor of our music, where you can have a heavy sound and have like a keyboard that just adds a different texture, adds a different atmosphere, a layer to it that just gives a little oomph to it.
Yeah. Right, kind of like was it Rayman Zerk?
Well, I totally agreed to that.
So, but we do have to take a fucking break.
Do you?
Unfortunately, I don't want to take a break, but we do. We have to pay some bills, so we're gonna have to do our sponsors. But we will be right back with Old Blood. Stick around. Remember, chaoticradio.com. If you want to listen to the music, or Facebook Chaotic Radio Live, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Condemnation, yeah. Humiliation, I need the separation, yeah. Now
This is chaoticradio.com. There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
Listen to those vocals. I love that. Keep it going. Look at that. That's it right there.
Some say rules are meant to be broken. Set up so you know which way to go. Others say it's necessary. Break and then just go to show.
Love it, love it, love it.
Everybody's had to turn their back then. Every heart has a shade of black hair. So come and get it.
Love that. This is my favorite song.
Sometimes I feel like breaking things. Watching them shatter feels good. A string of lights that brighten nights. Always puts
Come on, Dutchie. Tell me. Go ahead and give me some props. I did it fucking again, huh? Go ahead. Give me some love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I get it. You don't like punk rock. Old punk rockers. So just leave me in the other room. Mute my fucking mic.
I didn't mean to mute your. I don't know why I fucking muted your mic, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You can admit it later. You can admit it.
So go ahead, Dutchie. Tell me. Come on, give me some love on this one, dude.
On the band, on the music.
Yeah, on the
I fucking
band,
love it.
yes.
Yeah, I love it.
I knew you would.
People think because I'm punk that I don't like any other kind of fucking music. My library is huge, right? And punk died for a long fucking time. There was nothing worth fucking listening to. The old bands weren't about, and they all came back. There was nothing new going on. And in that period, I'm going to say probably 88 through 95, that's the kind of music I was listening to, what you're playing there. You know, that, and then on top of that, I'm, Metallica, Motley Crue, Skid Row, Bon Jovi, all that kind of shit. You know, that was what I was listening to then. And I'm not putting you in the same genre, but I'm kind of putting that rock and roll, you know.
But you are old. You are as old as me.
Oh, I'm older. So.
See,
I move into. I just told you I move into senior living in 3 fucking weeks. You gotta love that.
See, I wasn't trying to go on that. I did make that left-hand turn. You know what I mean?
I gotta get a cat on a fucking leash just to fit in.
But I mean, you know, like I was saying, I mean, when I seen this band live, it was like, holy shit. I mean, it really, literally took me back to when I was 11 years old. I haven't heard anything like that since, you know, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? I mean, for fucking real. I mean, me and JJ made a point to go out when the band was out there. Hey, shit, guys, when I approached you, and I was like, man, I'm Zig from the Zig Zone, CaoticRadio.com. I'm absolutely completely blown away. You know, with the entire show. I mean, am I right? Did I not do that?
You did. You did.
Yes.
We were there.
So I mean,
we interrupted their tacos.
So now Dutch. I mean, it's like, when's the last time you heard something like this?
I don't listen to that kind of music because punk is so fucking great, right?
Is it?
Yeah. You say that again, you can fuck off. Right?
I know I can fuck off. But
so I don't but I would listen to it. So the bands that you introduced me to, if I like them, I will listen to them.
Hey, you said punk's like an attitude, not a sound. So these guys are punk as fuck.
You don't even know what punk is.
Okay.
Zeke, do me a favor, push him into the corner.
Right?
Right? We're talking music now. We're not talking
so now it is a sound.
Shut the fuck up.
What's your favorite band, dude?
Don't
Don't get me started on punk versus metal. What's your favorite band, brother?
Of all time? I have 2 favorite bands that stand next to each other: the Beach Boys and the Sex Pistols.
Nice.
All the Beach Boys are punk as fuck, dude.
Wait, whose mic's not on?
And both of theirs.
The only reason I ever came to this country is because of the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
Oh hell yeah,
dude.
Brian Wilson is my fucking hero.
Dude, name any other band like the Beach Boys.
He's a deity to me.
Dan and Gene?
He sounds like a girl, though.
Who does?
Any of them.
That's because you're so manly. I understand that. You're so manly and you
Yeah.
go around flexing. I understand
No,
that.
but what does it sound like?
Oh my God!
Listen to those.
Me know like Beach Boys. I'm with you, Dutchie. Dude, I'm with you, dude. It's funny because fucking as soon as if it's a band that Scott, this fucking guy right here, if it's a band that he does not fucking like, all of a sudden the word gay comes out, or
Not gay. I didn't say gay.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying they're gay.
I said, listen, honey, listen.
You calling the Beach Boys gay?
I said either gay comes out or what is it? Her. You know,
Flexing muscles and trucks.
You just can't fucking disagree. If you don't fucking like Scott's fucking music, you can't disagree with this fucking
If we're
ass.
talking about the Beach Boys, if you listen to, like, they have like a special edition of Pet Sounds where you have like the vocals only. Like, come on, listen to just the vocals.
It's for old ladies and old men. I'm sorry.
And gay
People
guys.
fucked to this in the 60s, man.
Yeah.
In the 60s, exactly.
I still fuck with this shit.
Old
I
people were
fucked to
hot
this.
once, maybe.
My old father-in-law would ruined me on this, and I think that's why it is, because it's like he would not play anything but the goddamn fucking Beach Boys. I'm like, dude, turn that fuck. Is that guy trying to sound like a girl?
See, now we're actually. Oh, this is the psychiatric fucking
Exactly. Sorry.
thing. Now we're actually
I've been
trying
through
to
mental issues.
This is actually
now,
with the
now
Beach
we're
Boys.
getting into Scott's mental
we're getting
fucking
somewhere.
process here.
Yeah, this went Freudian real fucking quick.
Scott Closet.
So I'm
Just wait till we get to Oedipus.
There are stars above you.
That's before autotune. Before autotune, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll make you so sure about it
That you stick it
God
in your
only knows
ass.
what I'd be without you.
That's good vocals right there.
That
That's the
is.
You can't
shit
argue
right
with that.
there,
You want to
dude.
talk about
perfect.
just
Yeah.
If you should ever leave me.
enough. Sex Pistols and Beach Boys. Beat that fuckers.
Right. So now Dutchie, hey Dutchie, did you pour yourself a
Zeppelin
margarita?
and Sabbath, done.
Say again.
That's pretty fucking
Zeppelin
strong,
and
dude.
Sabbath, done.
I'm not going to
I can't
argue
disagree
with you.
with that at all.
But I'm not gonna- but anyways, Dutchie, did you get your margarita on?
No, he did not.
No, I hid it to keep it away from
All
us.
right. You know what?
He's drinking it with Brian
It's-
Wilson.
It's for me and you. See.
Okay.
No, I want to see you drink a
Candles,
margarita.
Beach Boys music, and margaritas.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Oh, he put the
beautiful
candles
moment.
in there, too. Fucking A, dude. I'm all over that shit.
Candles and Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm not even going to go there.
Hey, if only you knew. If only you realised where that would get a man in life, and does.
God only knows.
I have no problems there, brother.
Okay,
At
so,
all.
so now I want to get to the show as far as like you have the dancer with the hula hoops and everything. Whose idea was that? Because I can tell you right now that was absolute genius. Because not only does it play the whole part of the music that you're playing, you know what I mean. It
She
kind
said
of
they have all
adds-
kinds of dancers
It
too.
adds, yeah. You do have different dancers. It adds to the ambience of the music itself, and it kind of like.
What's that show from this?
What am I trying to figure?
What's that show from the 70s that used to have all the dancers up?
That narrows it down a lot.
That 70s
No,
show.
not that 70s show. No, for us, our age and stuff.
Soul Train's a good answer.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna go with Soul Train.
No, the one.
American
Damn
Bandstand?
it! No, we're not going soul and hip hop and all that
American
bullshit.
Bandstand?
No, nothing like that. It was a comedy show.
The Gong Show?
No.
Was it Laverne and Shirley?
Hey, Tool got started on the Gong
It
Show.
was on Nick at Night all fucking day.
They
For
did.
Christ's sake. Laugh In. That
Oh, Laugh In,
Yeah, but they
Oh,
have those
shit.
go-go dancers, and it's kind of like
Yes.
that genre.
Oh,
Giggity, giggity,
good
Yeah.
point.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good point. So now, my thing is
But
so
as to the
now,
show.
I mean, at what point? At what point, when you guys were, creating your music, did you go like, "Hey, you know what? This would be a fucking great idea.
let's get a dancer with like hula hoops. And when I try to explain to you guys her showmanship, that I'm sure you have different dancers. But the dancer we seen that night, it's female.
Yes.
I mean, what was it like? Okay, well, let's get this dance, because she was like doing like 15 fucking hula hoops and doing all, with the lights out, and it was like lit, the hoops were lit up. It really, I mean, I'm telling you, I looked at JJ, I says, dude, man, I wish I was on shrooms right now. I mean, reals, I was.
We
not
wish you were on
kidding, man.
shrooms too, dude.
It's not encouraged, but
It's encouraged.
It's an option.
It's encouraged.
We can't encourage
It's definitely
illegal
encouraged.
substances, but we do.
Take them all.
Yeah. We
Do 'em all.
acknowledge, suggest if you're gonna do them.
I love
Do
shrooms. I don't give a fuck what anybody fucking says, man.
I just like to smoke weed and listen to music.
Well, you can't
There you go. And drink
get
beer.
good
Lots of
acid
beer.
anymore. Well, we already know the fucking JG with the hairy fucking drum circle chicks, you know. But
Hairy armpits and crotches and shit.
where did this idea come from? Were you guys already a band established? Like, hey, we need to add something to it. What was it?
No, not really. It was more like I came from theater. I have a theater background, so watching performances that I've seen a lot of more like the bridge between performance art and really just musical acts. So we were starting. I've been in bands where it was just get up there, sing the bits, and then pack it up. And then we just were kind of venturing into something that wasn't like that. The projections came first, and that was like, oh, that's cool. This is the music that's cool to like zone out and watch something. And then I had friends that just like did that, like hoops and like they did contortion stuff. So I was like, do you want to do that on stage? Because you're doing it on your Instagram. So I want to do it like live in front of people. And, we got one dancer, two dancers. Now we have like a group that we just kind of throw it out there who wants to join.
The first time that we played a show with that, we were playing at like the Foreign Legion Hall in Baldwin Park. And it was like our second or third show, I think it was. And Feathers had said, hey, I have some folks that are going to show up and they're going to perform during the show. And none of us in the band knew what that meant. We didn't know what that was.
No idea what's
Sweet.
Surprise.
So all we knew was we were going to set up our stuff, we're going to play our songs, and this happened. So we killed all the lights in the place. It's super dark. You can't see nothing. And then all of a sudden, these hoops light up. And there's these girls dancing with these hula hoops in front of the stage. And we're up there playing the songs going, what the fuck is happening right now? This is amazing. And we decided pretty much all mutually then and there on stage, mid-set, that we would do this going forward for every show.
And it's amazing because
It works.
That night, I remember distinctively, like me and the Octopus were just listening back to like the whatever video that people caught that night, and that's the night that we really felt like we had something special on our hands, and it just felt really right, that show specifically.
We had a homeless guy that wanted to tattoo our name onto his skin too, which was nice that night.
That's when you know you hit gold.
Oh man,
Hell
that's
yeah.
what it's solid.
He took
dude,
our
that's
set
it.
list. I'm pretty sure it was like the second
Took a
show we ever
side
played.
He definitely took the set.
We definitely had 3 songs that were actual real songs. The rest were jams.
Yeah.
So it
We
was
jammed for like
song,
15
song,
minutes.
Jam.
That's the way it's got to be
Convince people
done.
that we were playing music,
So it was like a half improv
And that's why it
set.
was nice to get the girls and like, okay, you know what? We're at this point where like, you just flow. Just flow.
Yep.
You want to take a break? Fuck it. Walk away. If you want to, if it inspires you, jump back in.
So it was obviously an experiment, and
Yeah.
it's an experiment that actually became part of Old Blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It just became something that was like, hey, you know what? It's going to stick. We need to keep this, which I think is fantastic. Dutchie, I swear to God, dude, you have got to see this show.
Come see us.
The main reason why they are on the show tonight is because that I was absolutely completely fucking blown away. It's you're in a band, I'm in a band, we're all in bands, and it's like, okay, you get up there, you perform, but to actually put a theatrical twist on it, just added so much. And I'm telling you, Dutch, you would fucking be amazed at what this chick does with these hula hoops. I mean,
Can we mention our next show actually?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Can I have permission to shamelessly plug?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly. That's what I was asking permission for. May 19th, we were playing in a battle of the bands. We're in the third and final round. We placed first place in the first two, and we're really excited about this show. It means a lot to us. So it's in Santa Ana. It's at the esports arena. If you can come by, show some support, we'll give you a kick-ass show, guaranteed. Yeah.
And you guys mentioned Mission Tobacco Lunch, MTL, earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
2 weeks from now, the 26th, we're playing there Saturday night.
Yeah, the
Saturday night?
Saturation
Okay.
Fest.
I'm there.
For Saturation Fest, we're closing it out.
What was the date on the other one?
The 19th. So the 19th we're playing, the 26th we're playing.
This coming Saturday at Santa Ana Esports Arena.
Okay,
fuck
now
yeah.
make sure that when you guys do share,
Sorry.
post up your. Tag me in that. Yeah, you guys need to tag me in on my Facebook page. No, just. Dude, I'm Zig Rain.
Is that a nighttime?
Go on and friend me. I guarantee I'll friend you guys.
Okay. Is that a nighttime show?
Because all you guys have is
Only
blood,
daytime
and all
shows,
I can
though.
do is follow
What?
you.
It's nighttime.
I can't.
It's a Saturday morning show.
Saturday morning, 11 a.m.
Right after Teletubbies.
Guys. Everybody come the fuck.
There is a reason behind my mouth.
Scott,
Hold your ass.
We can't have fucking 5 people talking at one goddamn
Well, you know
time.
that. They
we know.
answered the question. It's a
And
nighttime show.
I was trying to fucking talk to somebody, and then fucking you guys fucking sit there. You know what? I
Zig, why don't you just get up and beat his ass?
God, I swear to God, these two fucking guys.
Dutchie just wants to see that because he doesn't like Beach Boys.
I'm in a different room.
We're gonna have a falsetto match. If I reach the highest note.
He's not a punk. Come on, beat his ass.
See, and now. See, and I asked a question, and I pointed to Dutchie, and now the fucking. Do you remember the fucking question I asked?
Yeah, you asked me. You told me I've got to go out and see this band.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now,
And then we answered. Right?
Did you turn our mics down? You're supposed to turn them up.
I did not turn nothing down.
Turn yours and my mic up.
I did
now.
not.
Do it now. Don't argue. Just fucking do it.
Do it.
All right. Do it. A little bit more. A little bit more. I'll tell you when. I'm an engineer.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. Now turn yours up. Now turn yours up.
We're fucking like the
Whatever you
brand,
say.
dude.
So, anyways, the theatrical part of it, right? There's bands around the world that add that to their music, right? And then there's the argument that are you standing on your music or are you standing on your show, or is it a combination of both? That's
a great point.
Right? And I think that, I mean, I've seen Alice Cooper so many fucking times, right? And to me, he does the most unbelievable theatrical show with his music, and both of them stand on their own. I thought, until I saw him at Universal Amphitheatre, and he didn't do his show, he just sang the songs. And because I'd seen him so many times doing his show, I was so fucking disappointed. And I think that's what you would be if you saw this band, even though their music stands by itself. If you went to see this band because you know you're going to see all the show and the lights and the hula hoops and they didn't do it, you go, what the fuck? That wasn't good, even though it was, because the music stands alone. Right? So asking the band, your music is fucking great. I haven't seen your show. Is that something that you're going to build on theatrically and keep going? Because, you know...
You're going to have Scott 100%. Doing a hula hoops.
100%. That is a great fucking question.
Yeah. We are always thinking about ways to improve our live show. I mean, we're thinking about things right now that, I mean, we don't have anything planned, but, you know, we are in the process of improving it all the time. More lighting, more choreography, anything that can just bring a little bit more entertainment and a little bit more mystery.
I love that, because that's what it's about. It's an entertainment industry.
Yep.
And the bottom line, if your music's not good enough, because when we sit at home and hit the play button, there's no flashing lights, there's no fucking hula hoops, right? 100%. So if I like your music enough, the visual of your show, the entertainment side of it, that just fucking hooks me in even more.
Their music is like that, though. It does have like mega hook.
And
it like pulls you in.
Yeah, I think like sometimes we don't actually have dancers. Not every show. Sometimes people just get booked and like
people get busy.
People get busy. So
well, but see, actually, I'm going to stop you there, Feathers. Is you actually add an ambience to the show, which we were talking about earlier. You have the dancer thing, and you're very theatrical.
Yeah,
it's
you're on
badass.
stage. And you had and he made the riser
riser
for you,
which has lights coming up, and you have it dark, but you enhance each individual player. So there's still, even without the hula hoop thing, you still have theatrics to it. You still have that whole ambiance thing because that is still you. Now, if you were just to go up on stage and just like sing, all the lights are on. I really think it would take away from your show. I really do.
I mean, I don't think that would ever leave though, which is like you brought up a great point. Like even if there were no dancers, I mean, I learned how to hoop kind of a year ago, so if there's no one there, I'll play around with it.
Well, no, I'm not saying the hoop thing. I'm just saying
I can hoop.
The theatrical side.
You as look good doing Let's take the hoop thing out of it. Let's take.
I mean, there's always little changes.
When you perform, you're doing this. You're dancing.
Yes.
While you're singing, it's not like you're up there just singing and to the audience. You are actually being theatrical yourself, which is still part of the show.
Yeah, I think even like if it's sometimes I do get dancey, sometimes it's a little more reserved. It depends on the space, honestly, because there's sometimes no room. But makeup always changes. The lights are there. The fog, we bring the fog is a thing.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how good it feels when we end a set and how full the space is with fog. Like how like filled to the max did we get?
At the end of the day, what the point is that if you write a piece of music and people hear that and they're sitting at home, and you're completely right, you're 100% right, that when you're at home, you don't have the lights, you don't have the live show, you don't have that there. The music needs to stand on its own legs. And we go out of our way to make sure that we write music that does, that you can listen to, that you can check out, whether it's on a vinyl, whether it's on a CD, whether it's Spotify, whatever it may be, that you can check out, that you can dig. That you can sit there, you can drink a lot of beer, you can smoke some weed too, and you can just listen to the record and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when you come out live, you want a little bit more than that. You don't just want to hear the record again live in a bar with a bunch of other people. You want a little bit of extra flavor on top of that. And that's what that live show brings into it. Is we're saying, hey, you show up, you're going to get that record performed to the same standard it was played on the record, but you're also going to get a little bit on top of it too.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal of that as well, or a lot of it on top of it in our scenario,
The music stands alone for sure, but we do want people to come out for a specific reason, to come see us.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you're looking like the Blue Man Group. Let's put it that way. You have a complete show. There's guys jumping around and they're playing.
They have to sweat so much in those goddamn things.
They do, but
that has to be so hard.
I'll tell you what. I just went. Me and my girl Otsko. Hi, honey.
Oh, hi, Zig.
I love you, Muffin. It's funny because Scott's like going. I did a joint text and I said I mentioned Muffin and Scott's all Muffin. And it's funny how you can actually pronounce the word muffin in a text. I'm like, yeah, she's my muffin. I love my little muffin. But I mean, everyone's got a pet name. I mean, come on, you have a pet name for?
No.
He doesn't have a pet name? He's going to call you the mail
He's
lady?
not telling.
No.
That's call her ding dong?
That's the safe word.
She's like, Scott, if you ever tell this, I will kill you.
No, actually not. She's Tiff.
There you go, Tiff.
The mail lady.
No.
Tiff, ding dong, ding dong.
There's a story behind that.
I think Muffin is a fucking great pet name.
I'm not
I'll tell you what.
I thought it was.
No.
When I first heard it, I thought it was.
Here we go. Feathers. I call my girl Muffin. You think that's cute?
Sounds ravenous, so sure.
Okay. She says
ravenous muffin.
Get a little mastication going. All these words kind of come.
See, now I completely fucking lost my.
We have a new acid rock band, the Ravenous Muffin. Blueberry.
All right,
Ravenous Muffin Top.
Let's drop some fucking acid. Just fucking trip out.
over the muffin top.
See, thanks to Scott, I fucking completely forgot where I was fucking going with this whole goddamn thing.
You brought it up, dude. You started
Dude,
going off
oh
on a
my
tangent.
God damn it. This
It wasn't
fucking guy.
me.
We've never ever gone off on a tangent before. Just for the record,
It's a rare occurrence.
Never.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why it's called Chaotic Radio. So make sure you go chaoticradio.com. Go on to go on
Facebook Live, YouTube.
Well, there are if they're looking at this, they're on Facebook Live. But go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube to hear the next song that we're gonna play.
Yeah,
because they can't talk.
Live, so you can hear it. Holy shit, this fucking guy.
So you can hear the tequila.
So I do want to play another tune. This is one of my favorite tunes. All right.
Yes.
And so
is it Muffin Top?
Fuck, I was right there, dude. And see,
let him introduce it.
What's the song?
Is it?
Yeah, which song we playing right now?
Oh, I thought you knew.
See that's what's fucked up.
Yeah, I ain't fucking
What
know.
song?
That is what is fucked up. It's
Is it track
Flesh.
5?
It should be Flesh, right?
Flesh.
Yeah, see, Flesh. I fucking knew that.
I like that.
But these fucking guys, this guy right there, and this fucking guy right here, I swear to God. You see, I love these guys. That's why they're still here every fucking Monday.
All we do is fuck with him every week.
Yeah, and they fuck with me. So
Someone needs to.
We're right.
Dutchy doesn't give him quite enough shit, so we need to.
We are going to listen to Flesh from Old Blood, and
If you have a joint, now's the time to smoke it.
smoke it.
You got
It's 420.
You got a dab.
Something buried, trying to hide. I'm being eaten from the inside, and it's uncontrollable. Grip on me. Rebellion without any reason. The human body
KRadio.com and fucking Zig Zone. They just been out. What the fuck you been doing? Smoking what? What are you smoking?
Little
You've
bit
been
of Mary
smoking fucking
Jane.
something, yeah.
Little bit Mary Jane.
So I just heard one of the best quotes I've heard for fucking long time. Would you like a drink? No, I don't drink. I got a DUI. But give me some of that fucking weed right now. I don't want to. Oh, I fucking love it.
That's fucking awesome, man. That is.
I don't drink and drive, but.
Right?
It's fucking legal, right?
Oh my god.
I don't know. What does the UI mean? Doesn't it mean under the influence? Right?
Yes, thank you.
That's too fucking funny, man. Goddamn, Dutch.
Hey, don't blame me. I was just fucking being innocent, wandering around.
I didn't blame you. I said I
Yeah,
love
that's your music playing, Zig, by the way. Just so you know.
It is.
Yeah.
Why can't we
Fucking
hear
old
anybody
blood,
else?
dude. Listen to those vocals from Feathers. Just soulful.
Should be in a punk band. Seriously.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's so fucking good. There's not enough good female singers in any fucking genre. That's for sure. Actually, that voice is way too good to be in a punk band.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Drinking wine.
Thank you.
So I'm
Wine and
curious.
Beach Boys.
So I'm kind of curious now, Feathers. Where did you like just get this like soulful thing? I'm trying to think of some old school singers, and I have a few in my head.
Janis Joplin.
See,
That's not the first
that
time we've
was
heard
away.
it.
Hey, I gotta fucking say what's on my
But
mind.
you know that which is great because I mean Janis Joplin. I mean, God, who does not
R.I.P.
love Janis Joplin?
R.I.P.
Nobody.
You
I
know?
always say if Robert Plant and Amy Winehouse had a love child, I would be the singer. Result.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, like I like Robert Plant's style and just this melodic kind of writing and lyrically too. And then Amy, of course, like it's very. I like a good. If it's distinctive, if I know who's singing, I like that. So even if it's a little weird, even if it sounds like kind of odd or I get raspy, like oh man, it's like so breathy, but. I don't know. I was trained with Gregorian chant choir. Like I'm kind of over that, so it's just a new direction. I've never sang with any kind of music like this band. I was more of like a jazz, rock, bluesy kind of groups. And I think I told you guys that like I don't know what to do with like your music, and you guys are like, oh, just like improv it.
That was like half of the reason when you auditioned that we specifically picked you.
Yeah.
Was because it was different. It wasn't expected. And we're like, hey, can you improv over this track we're going to play? And you did. And
There's just sounds.
just knocked it out of the park. And that was perfect. Like, I think we got halfway. There's my
Warning,
my
gasoline.
beverage.
Yeah, this is warning. This is not.
There's a warning on this?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Cheers, y'all. Is this that butterscotch?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is there some of mine? Okay.
Yes.
This looks strong.
No, it's the same amount. You
I
gotta-
just want to make sure there was some inside my fucking shot glass, you know.
Yeah.
And Feathers, cheers
So
to you.
I didn't sit there and like fucking cheers with fucking nothing in it.
That's bad luck. You don't do that.
Oh wow, that is fucking good.
It is
dude.
like a Werther's original. God damn.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Damn.
You know what? You know what
I
that
want
tastes
some.
like?
Good lord.
That
Pour
tastes
me
like
another.
That tastes like a butterscotch candy.
Where's
Exactly.
mine?
That's what it is. It's
Give me some of
butterscotch
that
Werther's.
Look,
That is
Give me some of
fantastic.
that Werther's, man.
Holy shit! Give me another fucking one of those, man.
Hand me one, man.
Pass that on back. Let's get
No,
more.
that shit's all gone. I had barely any left. I thought I was only gonna have like
I'm hurt,
fucking.
Scott. I'm hurt.
Hey,
Oh, and he teased us.
hey,
You see how he did that?
hey, no, I'll hit my buddy up and we'll get some more. For the
God,
next
that's
show.
that's,
Right.
that's like
We have
that's like
Humidor?
Oh, we have
sticking it in,
Humidor.
and then she goes like, "No, take it back out. You can't have no more."
I don't know why I said that like I'm Asian. Oh, we have Himador. You like Himador? Yeah, you like Himador.
Himador for you.
Yeah. I'm done with fucking the tequila after that one. Dude.
I go boom boom. I finish now.
Holy shit!
But before we go too politically incorrect here, though, but I remember that audition we had at the studio with Feathers coming in and trying it out, and we were all just floored by it because the idea of having somebody that came from this theater jazz background hadn't really struck us yet, and walked in, lays down this song, improvs these vocals, just on the spot, out of the blue, and we're all just sitting there, just stunned, like, yeah, she's the one, absolutely,
nice.
you know. And it just grew out of that. We had 2 songs written at the time, and we were just blown away. So absolutely, that was where that came from.
And they were really open to like me not knowing what the fuck to do. like, what do you think about this? And then does a thing, and then yes, like, or what about this? Like, this is cool, or I have an idea. You know, it was a real melting pot of ideas.
Well, you know, here's my question. I mean, now Feathers. I mean, because you guys have the band together, right? And so now you're sitting there, you're looking for a singer, and so now you present this material to somebody, and which is very like, it's not what is common today. That, you know, so let's, you know, nip that in the bud. And then now Feathers. Now you sit here and you're like going, I like this. I mean, what was it? What was it that attracted you to it? But then you're like going, okay, well, what? First off, what were you performing before? I mean, I know you were in theatrical arts, which is great because you can obviously tell by the way your performance on stage. But what did you sing before?
I think my biggest projects were, it was me and my friend, found a couple other people to play with us, but she and I wrote songs, and that was just like an acoustic kind of, sometimes electric sound. I called it Raz, like a rock jazz. But the lyrics were definitely more commercial. It was something like people would talk about, or like, you know, feelings about this certain thing, riding in the back seat of a you know, open kind of car on the Pacific Highway. Like, it was very happy songs. And honestly, she moved away, and we just went to school, and I was looking for something to do. I joined this one band, and they were kind of bossy. They were telling me what to do, and I was like, I thought you wanted me to just come in and do my thing, my vocal thing. So I quit, and I was really open. And I just had a mutual friend that told me, hey, they're looking for a singer. Do you want to check it out? And at first I was like, wow, like, you're giving me this metal sounding band. I've never done anything like this.
Hell yeah.
You think I would sound good, but all right, I'll go. Like, I'll go. And then once they started playing, it was like, wait, no, I can actually find what sounds good. And I've never really ventured far into the metal world other than Sabbath, and, you know, like, I listen to more Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, much more like those kind of bands, but I liked it, and it sounded good. That's pretty much it. Like,
so because you're not having to project yourself, so like say Lizzie Hale, you know, from Hailstorm. You like Hailstorm?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really listen to them, but I know of them. I don't prefer that style. I prefer like Portishead, and then they just brought the fuzz. Like,
nice.
That's something we all connected with, like that kind of groovy sound.
Which is back to, you know, the old school, you know, sound. So give me an idea of some of your idol singers.
Gosh, I mean, I always say I sound like Robert Plant and Amy, but idol singers, shoot. I mean, Grace Slick. That's one of the biggest compliments.
Thank you.
Like, she rocks.
That's what I was gonna say.
She rocks. Janice for sure. I just prefer a little like cooler tones sometimes, but I love her work. I love what she sings about is what I kind of like. That's dope. I mean, that's dope.
You know, that
Freddie Mercury is also like
Oh,
The
come on.
theater, the
Come on.
theater,
You
that's-
got to love it.
that's
Yeah,
where
that's
it's-
right. He's gay.
Did you see that?
I just
new
want to let you know,
poster?
Scott, he's gay.
It doesn't matter to me.
I bet you like Sade, don't you?
I don't know.
Sade.
See, that was
Who doesn't like
that was
Sade?
my that was
She needs to hear that.
see that
Dude,
that
hook
was
her up.
that was one of my choices when I figured, you know what, I think she listens to Sade because it's more breathy. Am I wrong here? Because now they got Gunner fucking like, nope, don't say that.
If I can interject, only because Octopus is not here.
Yeah.
But Sade is fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And he'd be angry if I didn't say something. But yeah, Sade, definitely fantastic. Musically, that's something that he actually draws on bass wise.
Some serious ass groove.
Yeah, fucking tastic.
So where does Sade sit with you, Feathers?
I don't know them.
She's like, I really need to listen to them right now, though.
Yeah.
We're listening to Sade on
We're
the way
all like
home.
coming over her and shit.
I don't know.
We're going to have to introduce you to that.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
it's very breathy and and that's the way you sing, which is nice. I love that.
Cool.
You're not belting thing, you're belting your vocals out. You're breathing your vocal out, and which is Amy Winehouse was very breathy, and one of her idols was Sade.
Okay.
Do you look at the band? Some of the people you just mentioned, right, and the theatrical side of it. I was lucky enough to see Queen twice.
Wow, nice.
Fucking A.
Everyone made fun of me because
You son of a bitch.
I was a punk, and everyone went, "You can't fucking like Queen if you like the Sex Pistols."
Really?
I'm like, no, I fucking can.
doesn't like
Why?
It's all of
Because it was one of those things where you were supposed to be punk, and everything that Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten and the Pistols and the Damned spoke about was, oh my god, that stuck up for Freddie Mercury. I mean, if you ever heard Freddie Mercury speak, it's fucking horrible. It's like, and oh yes, wonderful, everything's so bloody great. I like the ballet. And
Plus, look at those
right,
teeth.
right, exactly. So it was everything against what punk stood for. Right, great musicians, long fucking Brian May, probably to me so far up there in the greatest guitarists of all times. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, every member of that band was an absolute wizard at their instrument, but they put on a show as well. You know. And I mean, one minute he was dressed this way and he'd be gone for 30 seconds. He came back dressed differently, you know?
Yeah.
And as gay as you can fucking get. Yeah. And he was proud of it. And so what, you know?
It's like the Live Aid 85
Oh, God,
concert.
you know that-
he had a command over that audience,
Dude,
like
I mean,
nobody else.
I
Nobody
remember
else.
watching it. And I mean, the whole world. That was a great show on both sides of the Atlantic. But Queen that day, Queen just, there was something they did that I don't think has ever been done again.
I agree.
On that day.
It will ever be done again.
And it will never be done again. I mean, I don't know how many of you are old enough to have actually watched it live. You know,
definitely
It's
not.
one of the greatest concerts
you know,
ever.
but Jesus, you know. But do you ever look at those bands and go, that's what we're trying to achieve visually and theatrically, not musically, you know, but that kind of stuff. Do you ever look at their old shows, whether it be Queen or somebody else?
Definitely. And you brought up Alice Cooper too. Like, yeah, that's definitely something.
Alice Cooper kicks ass.
We want, if you take a photo, we want you to like want to keep that photo.
And even like old acts like Arthur Brown, like, you know, bands like that revolutionized like the shock rock scene and stuff like that, you know, it's some kind of forgotten nowadays, but like guys like that, man, they revolutionized like performance art and live music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I agree.
Rock and roll is at its best when it's a spectacle.
Yes.
Rock and roll is a fucking spectacle. On top of being music, that is what it is. At its best.
And it doesn't matter what genre, whether it's rock and roll or whatever. My kid was into Lady Gaga, right? And I'm like, all of a sudden, she went to the show and I got her the Blu-ray and we watched it and I'm like, Jesus, what a fucking great show.
Yep.
You know? Whether I like the music at the beginning, guess what? The fucking show turned me on to liking the music. Plus, I had to listen to it 24/7. You know? But you're right. It's a show. It's fucking, I mean, the fucking explosion of a light. You know, something happens that you don't expect. It takes your fucking breath away. And then on top of that, you get the great music that goes with it. It's fucking what it's all about.
Yeah.
Whether it's classic rock, whether it's death metal, black metal, whatever the fuck it may be.
But
it is a spectacle.
You said it. It's an art.
Yeah.
Can a band create the art that goes with the show? And I mean, I haven't seen you, but I know this fucker here went, Jesus, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, so
he's right.
That reminds me of when Rage Against the Machine played the LA. Oh shit, LA. What was that called?
Was it LA Rising?
LA Rising. Yeah. I was there and they were pulling their shirts off and lighting them on fire, and then knocking down like barriers because they were just so pumped. And it was like,
That's a punk band.
I'm like super
Yup.
chill. I don't lose my cool that often, but I wanted to punch someone so bad for no reason. I wanted to I should be in a mosh pit because I just want to flail my arms as
That's
hard
the
as
power of music.
and I was so far, but it was watching them from where I was sitting. I was like, I gotta get in there.
That reminds me of watching Metallica back when the Soviet Union fell and they had that concert, and people literally died during that concert. I don't know if anyone knows that, but it's so intense. It's so crazy. It's like when music becomes more than just music. It becomes like such an event that's
and it doesn't happen very often.
Yep.
But when it does, fuck,
Yep.
it's powerful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, when it comes to music is the most powerful. I feel is the most powerful thing on earth. I mean, if you're pissed off, you listen to a certain type of music. I mean, maybe you might put a 5-Finger Death Punch fucking, a CD inside, or if you're you want to make love to your girl. You put in some
Daft Punk on.
You put in some.
He puts in 5-Finger
I'm
Death
just
Punch
saying.
again.
You put on some Beach Boys. You put in Sade.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Sade. Giggity, giggity.
I'm just saying.
Beach Boys. Yes. Yes.
But music has a power over every single emotion that you have.
Absolutely. I have power.
Literally. You know what I mean? And like with Old Blood, it's very moody. When you go and you see Old Blood perform live, I mean, you're really going to get a very an awesome show, and you're gonna be pulled into it, and you're just gonna be mesmerized. It's like someone fucking sitting there, some hypnotist hitting with a fucking a watch.
Hypno thing.
I don't know.
Some hypnotist with that hypno thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be drawn into it, and that is what I mean, there's a lot of great bands. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have a very theatrical show to to make a great performance, but
it helps.
It does help. It does. And I'm telling you, if you are support your local band and go see Old Blood, I'm telling you, what we played tonight is not the same as seeing them live. The reason why they're here live tonight is because I was absolutely mesmerized by the performance. It drew me in. It just sucked me in, and then I went down the rabbit hole, and I found out how far the rabbit hole went, and it was awesome. Although next time I'm eating shrooms.
Please do, sir. Please do.
I just want to let you know that
that's when you complete the game.
Yes.
So now you guys are playing.
And so now let's go ahead and let's find out when you guys play next. Really quick. The next
we would
gigs,
love
guys?
to do fire
on the beach.
We would love
not a place
to do
that'll
fire.
burn down.
It's really about the
Okay, shut the
spaces.
fuck up,
Yeah.
JJ. We need to.
Hey, we're planning shit here.
Let's go next gig. Now, how can someone get a hold of Old Blood and just follow you guys, and then also when your next gigs are at?
Go to oldbloodgroup.com. We also have a Bandcamp if you want to buy an album, vinyl, oldbloodgroup.bandcamp.com. And we're all on that Instagram, Old Blood Group. Twitter, Facebook, Old Blood Band.
Emails, Gmail.
Yep, oldbloodgroup@gmail.com.
And if you're into like collecting vinyl and whatnot, we actually released the album on colored vinyls. So you can get different colors of every vinyl. There's a red one with black splatter on it.
I want
black
to buy
with
one.
gold.
Dude, that's cool as fuck.
All kinds of shit.
So I want to buy one.
Don't say that.
Feathers is sold out.
Should have brought some, dude.
Yeah.
I collected vinyl and most of it got stolen recently. So
that's terrible.
All original old punk stuff, but
Oh fuck.
Zeppelin stuff as well. A lot of that old stuff. So no, I want
man.
to buy one of yours, and I want it on the wall at Chaotic Radio. I want you to sign it all.
Oh, there you go. That's how it works. Okay, so
when's your next gig?
This Saturday.
Saturday at the
Esports Arena.
Esports Arena in Santa Ana. It's the final round of the Battle of the Bands. So if anyone could come out, we would heavily appreciate it, and we'll give you a kick-ass show.
And as a matter of fact, the show that you saw us at Malone's was where Right Records saw us. Was on a live Facebook feed. They saw us. They liked us enough. They asked us to enter into this thing. So we're running through the finals on that, and then we'll be at MTL Mission Tobacco Lounge in Riverside on the 26th. We're rounding out the night for Saturation Fest.
Yep.
So
All right, Riverside on the 26th. Yeah,
very good. So
Dude,
now
Saturation
all you
Fest
have
is
to
fucking
do
bomb,
is they're gonna tag their gigs onto Zig Ray on Facebook, so that way you know what's going on, and also the Zig Zone on Facebook. So, anyways, thanks for the band for fucking coming in. It was a great fucking show. I'm telling you, you've got to see these people live. Trust me, it will be worth every fucking penny you paid. And if I'm there, buy me a shot.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Yeah.
Buy this man a shot.
And if you have shrooms, give him some shrooms.
I get shots too.
And so, anyways, this is it. We are out of here.
Don't drink and
It
drive.
is-
Smoke instead.
It is the Zig Zone.
Why
We're
not
out
both?
of here. SchaticRadio.com. We'll see you next time.
Piece of shit.
That was great.
I wish to.
We've been trying to get in there.
Oh, we're playing there.